Hi everybody. I'm going to be talking to all of you for a few minutes today about the kind of technology focused community that I decided to focus on, which is actually some work that I'm doing every day, which is overseeing living learning communities. So just to give you a quick rundown on what these are actual true communities that we're overseeing at the campus that I work at right now. And basically, they're learning opportunities for students to get together and get to know more about a particular content area while also developing relationships with each other and kind of key stakeholders, on campus. So this kind of gives you a brief overview on what each community looks like. They share, a space in a residence hall. They live closely with other students who are in the community. They collaborate with professional staff. There's a required course that's connected to each living learning community. And so they get to develop these really great relationships with those instructors, opportunities to serve as a student leader, development towards a leadership or career path, engaging academic content that's tailored specifically to them, and then connecting with the college, in basically an enhanced way. So when I was thinking about this project, I felt like it really lended itself nicely to the idea of like the community of practice. And taking a look at those kind of three specific areas, domain, community, and practice, um, you know, each LLC is focused on a specific content area. So a student is opting into that educational experience that's focused within that content area. And you can see the different kinds we have there. The community piece is built in just in how closely they live together. We have a peer mentor that lives on the hall with them and does a number of different kind of events and in-hall programs that connect that academic content to social engaging way. It's been focused very much, in a virtual way this year due to COVID. So we've been working primarily on developing kind of virtual program opportunities that have, forced us to really lean into different kind of, technological tools and resources to help connect with residents with what was very much like an in-person interactive opportunity. The practice piece, the fact that they take a course with both semesters that's connected to the LLC, it's built right in. Each course is designed to be a scaffolded learning experience. So they start in the first semester really as just a basic introduction to the content. Through the fall and into the spring semester, they continue to develop skill sets in that area. And then finally culminating in a kind of experiential learning project that requires the student to really kind of develop a project on their own and really have a sense of autonomy while working within that content area. And we find that it's really popular and a really kind of meaningful experience for students who join. Thinking about technology use in the LLCs, we're seeing a lot of it this year. We do a lot of focused engagement, trying to meet them where they are, through Facebook groups, Instagram Live, Blackboard, for courses. We've been starting to use Microsoft Teams a little bit, really just trying to connect to them where they might already be as far as, socially or academically. Professors have been doing a lot of work to search for different kind of technological resources that relate to those content areas. So for our service learning course, the instructors had to do a lot of legwork to look for volunteer or service opportunities that could be done virtually. But they did it. They were able to, find a number of kind of interesting options. And the design of each LLC program is focused on, development of content knowledge and personal development, as well as gaining of local resources that connect to that content area. And again, just reinforces the fact that we are living in this kind of pandemic world and having to really lean on the use of technological tools. So it's helping to kind of prepare students for, having to work in an environment like that. Just to kind of connect to the technological piece, there's truly an impact there, in in the use of visuals. These are a number of logos that we designed a couple years ago that are connected to individual living learning communities, and we find that it's really motivating. It's a great way for students to feel that kind of affinity, and be part of a true group. And we find that it's just a really positive kind of aspect of, this shared experience. So they have, stickers like this on water bottles, they have t-shirts, it's a nice way for groups to further kind of, find a connection together. So part of my job is I focus a lot on assessment because I need to check and see every year that we're still doing what we need to be doing and making sure we're giving the best kind of product to students. And so a lot of my focus is looking at, our learning outcomes for these LLCs every year and how do we further develop them and how are we meeting those outcomes. Peer mentors, they incorporate a lot of kind of, pre and post check-ins during their events and programs to assess for content knowledge. We do a lot of kind of reflective, activities, journal writing, a lot of back and forth communication between the students and the various, LLC professors and staff members, where again, we're kind of getting that back and forth about where they're at within a particular content area. And then even the use of virtual platforms, it's giving us a lot of real-time information on what students know and what they don't know, thinking about things like Instagram Live. We've done programs using that where, we're asking for student interaction. Same with Blackboard and Zoom, the poll feature. We're able to really have a lot of cool features that give us, with clarity, a lot of really important information about where that student is within the LLC. So yeah, there's a lot there that I covered, but hopefully it gives you a nice little rundown of, basically the kind of learning community that I am actually overseeing and how technology plays into that. So thanks.